Alright, this is the last video of all my gear stuff. This is for all my pedals, more or less. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different pedals that I use. I recently sold a Boss Metal Zone pedal. A friend of mine had one that shit the bed, and I never used it, so I just sold it to him. A couple that I can kind of get out of the way real quick. I'll show you. Let's see. First of all, my guitar goes into, if you can see it, a Boss chromatic tuner. It's really self-explanatory. I have it set it up right now, so I just step on it and it cuts the signal to my amp, and it lets me just tune, and then whenever I want to just get the signal back to my amp, I just hit it again. Nothing too fancy with that. It is a really good pedal though. It's a lot easier than having just a shitty battery operated little tuner that doesn't really do much. So this is the next one. I used it a little bit. It's the Boss Equalizer GE7. Essentially what that is, it can be a few different things. I mean, I use it a lot as sort of just like a boost whenever I want it. But at the same time, you can use it to really like drastically alter your sound, which is nice. It did really help me when I had the orange TH30 head. But right now, I mean, I don't really use it all that much because I don't really need it with the dual rectifier. But I mean, it is pretty cool. You might be able to hear the difference. So like, this is without it. And the way I have it set it up, this is with it on. Definitely pretty raw and really gainy, but that was just me just screwing around with different presets. So you can definitely get a very broad range of sounds with that if you have an amp that doesn't really have much of an EQ section. So there's that. Probably my most favorite pedal is this next one here. It's by Visual Sound. That's the brand. Pretty much what I use for any like delay that I use. I don't use the chorus much, not really in any videos, but in some of my older Angels and Airwaves videos, I've definitely used the echo a lot because it's really nice. It doesn't have presets for the delay time. You can kind of fine tune it as much as you want, so I can have it go anywhere from this all the way up to this, which is pretty cool. You can set it to how many times you want it to repeat. You can set it to how loud you want the effect to be when it comes back to you, and you can get a lot of really cool stuff if you play stuff like Angels and Airwaves or YouTube, because you can really get a really close setting for their delay effects. So if I wanted to play like the Adventure or something, it would be right around this speed. And see, if I didn't have that echo on, it would just sound like this. And if I wanted to add some chorus along with it, it would sound a little bit different. With the chorus, you can change up the speed, the width, even the delay time on that. So you can definitely get like a really wide chorus sound, which is pretty cool. So that's a pretty neat pedal. I do like using that. And right now, the last pedal I have in my chain, my signal chain, is just this Boss noise suppressor. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. Really, all that does for me is just cut out the any hum that I would have. So that's really all I use it for. I mean, you can use it for like a little bit different ways. Like if you wanted to just cut the sound to your amp, sometimes like if you're playing a set, you just wanted to cut it. I mean, you could do that too. Like just mute your whole signal. I do have a couple other pedals. It's my camera battery is saying it's running pretty low, so hopefully I can do this in time. So let's see. I'll show you these other ones I got. Yeah, I know. Holy crap. Ugh. Alright, this is one of my other favorite pedals. This is the MXR Phase 90. A lot of older artists have used stuff like this. I'm pretty sure Kurt has Phase 100, which is, it's really similar. You can change like the speed and the I think the width of the phase on his, but you can only change the speed on mine. So like this is without it, and then this with. You can change the speed. I don't really see any use for the speed all the way up. It's just ridiculous. Alright, so you kind of get the idea of that pedal. It is really cool. I do like that one a lot. Let's see. This is my acoustic simulator pedal. I really only use it with a clean setting on my amp. Let's see. All it really does is just kind of give your guitar a little bit more body. Makes it sound a little bit more like an acoustic compared to just a clean sound. You can change it to different settings. A standard style, a jumbo. This is the jumbo. This is enhance. This is piezo. So there's definitely a lot you can do with that pedal. It is pretty cool. If you don't have an acoustic guitar, it really helps. Alright, on to the last pedal, which is a Digitech Turbo Flange. It's another one that's kind of similar to like a phase pedal, which is pretty cool. I haven't used it in quite a while. I feel like there's better phase or flange pedals out there. I'd probably be better off with like a Boss flange or something similar to that effect. There's a lot of different settings on this pedal, which is really cool. I'll do a little close-up too, by the way. It's this one here. Kind of hard to see with my giant fucking light just beaming down. But you kind of get the idea. like I said, a lot of different settings, so you can get some really different sounds out of it. Like this one's really funky. You can almost kind of do sort of a Muse effect to it in one of their songs, but you'd really have to fine tune it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to do. You know, something like that. So let's see. Another thing I will suggest, if you have any pedals that you're not really sure if you're getting a good sound out of it, you could always look on YouTube or any other like guitar forum and stuff, and just search for different presets that people use for pedals like this that might get you a sound you're looking for a little bit better. Because when you get a pedal like any of these, I mean, some of them can be really hard to find something for some sort of tone that you really like or some sort of effect that you really like. Because not all of them are really that straightforward, like the phase pedal I have. But if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. You know, I don't mind answering stuff. I'm not a master on effect pedals because I really don't use them all that much. The way I usually have mine set up is the only ones I really use in almost like 99% of my videos are just the noise suppressor and the tuner. So if you're asking what sort of pedals I use in my videos, technically it's really almost nothing, because every sound you're gonna hear is pretty much just from my amp, and I really like it that way because it's a little too complicated just stepping on pedals the whole damn time, and I really prefer to just leave it to sort of an old-fashioned type feel. So that's it. I hope you liked my whole gear video series, and make sure you check them all out. There's a few videos that I did just post, and this should have been the last one that I posted. So thanks for watching.